Hey.
Did you know it's cold in there?
Yeah.
Must be an American thing.
It's not.
When Meghan Markle released her pregnancy announcement online, she undoubtedly expected heartwarming praise. Instead, the video quickly sparked a brutal backlash. Social media lit up with accusations of insincerity, labeling the carefully choreographed announcement as artificial and attention-seeking. Rather than admiration, Meghan faced intense scrutiny from millions who questioned the authenticity of her emotional moment. Memes exploded across platforms, mocking every exaggerated smile and dramatic pose, and soon the controversy spilled into Hollywood boardrooms. Studios like A24 and Paramount, previously eager collaborators, allegedly began quietly withdrawing from Meghan, concerned that the backlash might taint their brands. Insiders reported unease among executives who were uncomfortable associating their reputations with Meghan's rapidly declining public image. It wasn't just casual criticism. It became a cultural moment dissected across podcasts, TikToks, and celebrity gossip columns, turning what should have been joyous news into a public relations disaster. This fiasco marked a tipping point, placing Meghan squarely in the crosshairs of both critics and comedians alike. She was no longer just another celebrity with questionable choices. She had become the perfect target for satire. Unbeknownst to Meghan, South Park's creators were already preparing to leverage her misstep into comedic gold, using her misfortune to highlight Hollywood's obsession with staged authenticity. Just as
Seriously,
Meghan's
it's driving me
reputation
crazy. I'm
teetered
sick of hearing about them, but I
South
can't get away
Park
from them.
leapt into
They're
action.
everywhere in my
Known for
face.
relentlessly
Look, Kyle,
satirizing
we just
celebrities and
don't care
cultural
about some dumb
absurdities,
prince and his stupid.
creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone wasted no time crafting their latest parody titled Respect Our Pregnancy, a pointed follow-up to their notorious Respect Our Privacy skit mocking Meghan and Prince Harry. This new skit zeroes directly into Meghan's viral video disaster, caricaturing her meticulously staged pregnancy announcement in signature South Park style. Animated Meghan, visibly pregnant, is shown performing exaggerated dance moves for social media attention, highlighting the absurdity of her staged intimacy. The sketch pushes boundaries even further, setting the scene in a chaotic hospital environment where the South Park kids are tasked with capturing Meghan's performance, satirizing the entire influencer culture around highly produced, fake authentic moments. News of the parody spread quickly, sending shockwaves through Hollywood, entertainment blogs, and social media feeds. Fans and critics alike braced themselves, eager to see how merciless South Park would get in skewering Meghan's latest PR disaster. By directly invoking the controversy and pushing it even further, South Park once again demonstrated their knack for turning real-world fiascos into viral comedy. This wasn't just playful teasing. It was a sharp, calculated jab at a celebrity already struggling to maintain her carefully curated image, leaving audiences simultaneously laughing and cringing, waiting anxiously to see Meghan's inevitable reaction. The brilliance of South Park's parody isn't limited to poking fun at Meghan's public persona. It also hilariously reveals the chaotic absurdity behind influencer culture. The skit sets the South Park kids as an amateur production crew, capturing Meghan's staged pregnancy reveal. Cartman returns triumphantly as Cartman Kennedy, a satirical take on Hollywood executive Kathleen Kennedy, barking nonsensical instructions about capturing raw feminist emotion and authenticity. Kyle, comically clueless, struggles hopelessly with a boom microphone, stumbling awkwardly into every shot. Meanwhile, animated Meghan exaggeratedly dances and poses, clutching a fake baby bump like a prop, constantly adjusting her performance according to Cartman's increasingly absurd demands. This comedic mayhem perfectly encapsulates the staged nature of social media celebrity moments. Every interruption, camera malfunction, and over-the-top demand from Cartman Kennedy mocks Hollywood's obsession with manipulating authenticity. South Park creators cleverly connect this parody to previous specials, expanding their comedic universe and deepening the satire. By showing the absurd lengths celebrities and their teams go to craft carefully controlled images, the skit hilariously underscores the emptiness behind influencer culture. The result is a brilliant, biting commentary wrapped in the chaotic comedy South Park fans adore. Audiences aren't just laughing at Meghan, they're laughing at the entire ridiculous system that supports and enables celebrity narcissism, staged vulnerability, and the artificial pursuit of relatability. South Park's satirical genius lies precisely in exposing these behind-the-scenes absurdities so ruthlessly, no one involved escapes unscathed. Unsurprisingly, Meghan Markle was far from amused by South Park's ruthless parody. Sources close to the Duchess revealed she immediately began pressuring Paramount and South Park studios to shut the sketch down. Allegedly, her legal team fired off stern warnings and threats of defamation lawsuits, claiming the parody maliciously targeted her at a sensitive moment, unfairly painting her as attention-seeking and superficial. Despite the heated backstage battle, South Park creators remained completely unfazed. Trey Parker and Matt Stone have long thrived in controversy, repeatedly navigating the razor-thin line of satire protected by America's fair use laws. South Park's team quickly reassured Paramount executives they were fully within legal bounds. Lawyers reportedly reviewed the skit thoroughly, ensuring every joke and exaggerated scenario was defensible as parody. As Meghan's frustrations mounted, her aggressive pushback ironically played directly into South Park's hands. Every angry message or legal threat became another comedic detail reinforcing their satirical point. She desperately craved attention, but couldn't handle criticism. Rather than halting the skit, her backlash amplified it, fueling anticipation and hype around the parody. South Park not only anticipated Meghan's outrage, they counted on it. Now, trapped in a public showdown against seasoned satirists with legal protections, Meghan found herself fighting a losing battle. With each new attempt at censorship or silencing, she unwittingly handed South Park more comedic ammunition, perfectly illustrating their central argument. Celebrities desperate for control inevitably become victims of their own image. Rather than distancing itself, Paramount astonishingly leaned into the brewing controversy, seeing potential gold in the viral drama. Executives viewed Meghan's backlash not as a risk, but as a marketing jackpot. Internally, Paramount greenlit promotional plans to tease the special as early as July, fueling further public anticipation. Sources described Paramount's excitement as opportunistic, confident the buzz around South Park's parody would translate into massive ratings. Strategically, executives bet heavily on viral outrage becoming a promotional tool. Rather than appeasing Meghan, Paramount quietly reinforced support for the creators, ensuring the parody moved forward exactly as planned. This proactive strategy surprised industry observers, who anticipated caution from a major studio wary of offending high-profile figures. Instead, Paramount boldly embraced controversy, prioritizing viral reach and audience engagement over appeasing disgruntled celebrities. Their gamble relied heavily on South Park's proven ability to handle backlash and consistently deliver cultural impact. By doubling down on the marketing push, Paramount positioned the DEI special as must-watch satire, ensuring conversations surrounding Meghan's backlash translated into massive audience curiosity. The studio even reportedly prepared quiet PR contingencies for handling potential escalation from Meghan's camp. They understood the backlash might temporarily intensify, but confidently banked on South Park's comedic reputation and legal protections. Paramount's unapologetic strategy highlighted a significant cultural shift. Studios were increasingly willing to embrace controversy, especially when backed by creators with South Park's unrivaled ability to transform scandal into ratings gold. South Park's parody doesn't just poke fun at Meghan, it takes aim at the entire machinery of curated celebrity culture. The Respect Our Pregnancy skit doesn't hold back, exposing the absurd lengths influencers and public figures go to in constructing what's meant to feel like genuine moments. From Cartman Kennedy screaming about raw feminist emotion to Kyle fumbling the boom mic with zero clue what he's doing, the scene satirizes not just the people in front of the camera, but also the clueless teams behind them trying to manufacture viral sincerity. Meghan's exaggerated movements and twerking with a fake baby bump become the punchline in a scene that captures the bizarre spectacle of public image over authenticity. What makes the scene sting even more is how real it feels. South Park leans into the behind-the-scenes chaos, presenting a parody that mirrors real-life production so closely it becomes uncomfortable. There are constant lighting tweaks, reshoots of emotional moments, and a growing desperation to appear empowered and intimate, ironically, by scripting every detail. This layer of meta-commentary is what elevates the sketch beyond simple mockery. It forces viewers to reflect on how often they're fed staged content dressed up as reality. The joke isn't just on Meghan, it's on anyone who's ever mistaken a filtered, choreographed moment for genuine vulnerability. Trey and Matt don't just roast individuals, they dismantle the entire influencer playbook, exposing how celebrity culture thrives on carefully manufactured moments masked as authenticity. Meghan's real battle may not with South Park, it's with the narrative itself. Since stepping away from royal duties, she's worked tirelessly to rebrand her public image. But every step toward control seems to backfire. This latest skit hits at the core of her struggle, a desire for influence without criticism, spotlight without scrutiny. South Park's portrayal isn't just mean-spirited. It's a strategic dissection of her persona, a woman caught between defiance and dependence on public attention. Insiders claim Meghan is now considering a public response, possibly an op-ed or a high-profile interview, to speak her truth about media portrayals of women, particularly during pregnancy. Framing herself as a victim of targeted mockery could win sympathy, but it's a gamble. South Park thrives on pushback. Every rebuttal only fuels their next punchline. That's part of the genius. Their satire becomes a trap, where outrage is recycled into more content. Her team is reportedly divided. Some advisors are urging her to stay silent, arguing that any response will only amplify the parody. Others push for reclaiming the narrative through controlled messaging. But silence isn't Meghan's usual strategy. She's built her brand on speaking out, challenging norms and shaping her story. The question is whether doing so this time will help or simply keep her stuck in the spotlight she's trying to manage. South Park doesn't just challenge Meghan's image, it challenges her ability to control it. And in the world of satire, the more she resists, the louder the laughter gets. While Meghan might be the headline, she's not the only target. The upcoming DEI special is reportedly a wide-ranging satire, skewering not just celebrities, but the entire infrastructure of virtue signaling and social posturing. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are using this special to tackle Hollywood's obsession with corporate diversity initiatives, performative activism, and brand-safe morality. Executives from Netflix, public figures like Elon Musk and Diddy, and others rumored to be featured in the special are all presented as puppets of a system that rewards optics over substance. In this broader context, Meghan's sketch is just one gear in a massive satirical engine. The DEI special intends to lampoon the systems that manufacture influencer personas and perpetuate hollow empowerment narratives. South Park isn't just mocking individuals, they're tearing down the myth that these personalities and corporations are authentic. Their targets aren't just those who seek attention, but the industries that profit from packaging that attention under the guise of progressiveness. By reviving characters like Cartman Kennedy, originally a parody of Kathleen Kennedy from Lucasfilm, South Park bridges their past satirical arcs into this new one, building a mini-universe of cultural commentary. The special becomes not just a roast of Meghan or a critique of a single video, but a scathing indictment of how corporations, media, and influencers conspire to build identities that sell inspiration, outrage, and relatability by the algorithm. This isn't just comedy. It's a full-blown autopsy of the influencer industrial complex. Meghan Markle's viral pregnancy video was supposed to mark a triumphant moment, a celebration of life and identity. Instead, it became the perfect storm of backlash, satire, and spectacle. And while many celebrities have been mocked by South Park over the years, few have inspired a full sketch built on deconstructing their public persona so surgically. What began as a social media misfire has now evolved into one of the most anticipated parodies in recent memory. One that doesn't just jab at Meghan, but unravels the mechanics of fame itself. The deeper message behind South Park's DEI special is clear. In a world where image is currency, authenticity is often just a performance. From choreographed reveals to carefully timed activism, modern celebrity culture thrives on scripting moments for maximum emotional impact. And South Park isn't buying it. The show doesn't just ridicule Meghan, it forces the audience to question how often they've been emotionally manipulated by branding disguised as vulnerability. So, the question now isn't whether Meghan will respond, it's whether any response can escape becoming part of the joke. Will she reclaim her image, or give South Park even more fuel for satire? As the special nears release, the line between celebrity and caricature blurs even further. And for viewers, one thing is certain: the spectacle isn't over. If anything, it's just getting started.